I've spoken at length about good horror movies, recommending both the known and relatively unknown to you all, and it's been delightful. But as someone who watches the genre a lot, I also run across horror movies that garnered a great deal of praise that I don't think really deserved it. I've had my coffee, my breakfast, and I'm ready to start dunking. Here are some of the most overrated horror films I've seen, and be sure to comment with your own examples as well, I would love to see them. Let's do it! I'm going to start with one that might be a little controversial, and that's Jordan Peele's sophomore effort, Us. This is a fantastic trailer. It has a dark remix that fits well, the editing, the imagery, it all got me hyped. The problem is that the movie itself is not scary. A big part of the issue is the comedy. As others have mentioned, while Get Out's comedy worked both in context and thematically, here it's sloppy. None of the jokes are funny, and they're oddly placed, serving as nothing but distractions from the mood. Because Us starts on a good foot. The first introduction to the antagonist is at least creepy, Lupita Nyong'o does an awesome job, but it gets worse as it goes along. The whole middle section is repetitive, mostly uninventive action sequences, and the noises the villains make are, frankly, stupid. There's an explanation for them, but something being explained doesn't make that thing effective or fitting or even good. And here, oof. You know, it really throws off the scares when you have characters just go, "Arr! Arr! Arr!"
Stop it! Arr!
What were they thinking? Look, there's a lot of depth in the screenplay, callbacks, symbolism, but at its core, this is a fairly tepid horror movie. And God almighty, the exposition at the end is some Wachowski brothers bullshit. Next is Creep, one of those movies that comes along, drops into every online best horror list, gets praised for its slow pace and realism, and I'm sitting there so bored I'm practically in a coma. It's 90 minutes of being around a sketchy dude. Oh, no, that's the end of the sentence. Yeah, there's not really much more to it than that. The ways this film tries to instill horror elements in its bare-bones plot is cliché, bordering on pathetic at times. The scene with the mask is lame, and Creep wins my personal most hated jump scare.
No one knows I'm here.
Hi! Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
Really? I can appreciate a minimalistic movie, stripped down, focusing on doing a few things with excellence. Creep is simple but hollow, and, I have to reiterate, paced like a turd sloping down a playground slide. The closest it gets to scary is that it's uncomfortable to watch, and guess what? Making an audience awkward or otherwise uncomfortable is one of the easiest things to do. Look at Jimmy Kimmel, he does it nightly without even trying. Next is the Blair Witch Project. I want to have a moment of unity. You know, you and me. Can we agree that the marketing for this film is the only reason anyone talks about it? Yes, many people were convinced this was real. Yes, it was the early days of the internet. We had Blockbuster, played outside, and our vampires could act and had sex before marriage. We were naive and happy, and it was kind of rad. So the Blair Witch Project came at the perfect time and stunned everyone. But is it good? No. These are some of the most irritating characters in a horror film, and that is saying something. They constantly yell at each other, and it feels like bad improv. There aren't any scares until the end, and even that's basically a demonic timeout. I respect the fact that it's filmed in Maryland, represent, and the fact that the acting is decent, although that had more to do with the actors literally being underfed and lost in the woods. It would be frightening to be in this situation, but it's sure as shit not frightening to watch. Look, I don't hate the movie. The Blair Witch Project was a massive trendsetter for the found footage genre, but it suffers from the laziness often found in that same genre. Honestly, just play Outlast. Next is the Blackcoat's daughter, and sorry. I think there's a good short film in here, but by far, this is the most boring horror film I've ever seen. It took me 3 watches to get through it, and while I am impatient with video games, it's fairly easy to immerse me in a movie. And it's not like Blackcoat has no style, it's constantly low lit and full of shadows, a bit overkill in my opinion, but it's somewhat engaging. Okay, you know, girls at a school, alone, pizza guy hasn't shown up yet, signs of devil worship, boring piano scene. It's a decent setup. So yeah, what else do you have in store for us, movie? Yeah, this is just slow. Blackcoat has a very limited grasp on establishing a horror ambiance, and that's to slowly move the camera with spooky music in the background. Where are we going? Where's the camera gonna go? Nowhere, Blackcoat's daughter! Nothing is happening in your goddamn movie! Was a certain revelation about that twitchy hitchhiker really worth the endless, torturous scenes in the car? How about that pregnancy subplot that went nowhere? Slow does not necessarily equal profound or subtle. Having characters mumble lines in mood lighting, taking pauses between sentences that could fit a fucking battleship, isn't mysterious or mature to me. Atmosphere, symbolism, these things cannot be your movie. Saying that, the third act wasn't terrible and the lead actress has some talent, but that's not enough. Last up is M. Night Shyamalan's Old. Hold on, you say, watching this right now, puffing cigars in your velvet chairs or whatever my lovely viewers do. This thing got 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. How is that overrated? Because 50% is too high for this movie. Now, I don't encourage ripping on films that try to create something bold or otherwise original, which we really need right now, but if you have a solid budget, a great cast, an inexplicable legion of loyal fans who only needed one decent film to wipe away 5 abominations, an engaging core concept, and through sheer stupidity still managed to fuck it up, then all I can say is, yeah, right over there. That's the one who farted. It got praised for its cinematography, which baffles me. Sure, the environment is lush, but I get the sense that the cameraman was one as well. My god, it was like I was watching a drunk POV. The acting is horrible. Everyone underacts, as if under a double dose of Valium, except when Alex Wolff shows up to shriek in every scene. The dialogue is embarrassing, neither believable nor entertaining. M. Night can't act, and there is zero sense of urgency, which, you know, is kind of a problem with a horror plot. Did I mention outside of one perplexing moment, it's not scary? I don't care how many essays people type in the comments. This isn't some what a shame, mixed bag, or missed opportunity. This is crap. Badly written, badly shot, badly performed, bad. But you know what? Go ahead. Convince me that the rapper named Midsize Sedan was a necessary character. Oh my god, I just dared the comment section. I'm in trouble. Alright, that's my list. I've got another horror video coming up that I'm really excited about, and make sure to check out volume 6 of my 6 horror films that are actually scary series, which I put up about a week ago. Subscribe, watch me on Twitch, and thanks for all the support. You guys are the best.